Hey YouTube, I'm going to do another knife review. Although this time it's not going to be on an Emerson. This one is the Strider Mini SJ75. Now the full-size SJ75 is a very large knife. It's bigger than the SMF. Whereas the Mini SJ75 kind of falls in between the Strider, between the SNG and PT line. As far as size-wise, the handle is pretty similar to the S&G handle as far as the size goes. And the blade is more similar to the PT, of course, without any choil. This is my first Strider. It really impressed me because it's extremely smooth, almost like a Sebenza, some kind of or a custom knife. If you have ever had like a brand new S&G or SMF, they can be gritty and hard to break in, whereas this one is extremely smooth right out of the box, or brand new. And that's due to the new locking system. According to Mick, he worked on this particular lock system for 2 years. He used it on his custom knives. And this is the first time, after 2 years, he perfected it. And he said this is the first time he used it on a production model. Now actually, the Mini SJ75s that are out now are not full production. They're actually hand-ground pre-production models. That's according to Brady at Monkey Edge, who is good close friends with the Strider guys. And he says that the actual production models won't be hand ground, obviously, they'll be production ground. Oh, let's see if we can get the Strider logo in focus. There's the stamp and the logo. Now it has a full titanium locking side, and it has these ridges in it, which are very nice and comfortable. Typical Strider pocket clip, and it comes in black, tan, or Ranger green G10. And the G10 is some kind of, it's like a mix between the CC and the Lego S&G type. It has a little texture, but it's contoured and radiused, more like a CC. As you can see in the background, I got this one at True North Knives. These pre-production models are going to be getting swept up fast by people. As far as I know, you can still get them from True North Knives, Monkey Edge, Blue Line Gear, and Blade Art. As well as you can get them maybe on the secondary market if anybody wants to sell theirs already. Unlike the Strider, I keep saying that, unlike the S&G and SMF line, it's a complete flow-through design, whereas the S&G SMF line has a G10 backspacer, or like that has the full G10 scale here and backspacer, and it has these nice file marks. Then they continue up to the blade. Overall, it's a great knife. It's really well built. I'm extremely impressed with how Mick has changed his lock bar. I'm hoping he does it on the rest of the SMF, S&G PT line. Now, when I looked at this blade, I thought it was just ugly, but I kept hearing great things about how well it fits in your hand, and I have to agree with everybody who says that. It fits extremely well. As you can see, that little notch here fits your first 2 fingers very well, and the flat part here fits your last 2 fingers. And this angled portion here fits nicely into the hand as you wrap it around, and you can fit your thumb on the ramp very well, or you could go into a more natural grip like this, and you have a very nice controlled grip on the blade, or on the handle, excuse me. And then the blade is an interesting shape. It's almost something that you would see from Spyderco with this leaf point blade, and it has a very high, like a 3/4 maybe, hollow grind, and the tip is very sharp and very pointy, and of course the entire edge is quite sharp, and it has the new steel on it. It's not S30V. I believe it's S35VN. If I'm wrong, I'll annotate it or something. But Strider's been wanting to use it on the on this model, and I've only had this knife for about a day, but from what I hear, that this the steel is just as good, if not better, than S30V. So if you think that you would be interested in it, I would definitely say to go pick it up. It's an amazing knife, and it's extremely well built. It's unlike any other Strider I've ever held. I've never owned any of the S&G SMF line, but I've held many, and I've used them for like a week or so. I've never owned one, but I've handled them a lot. And this is extremely well built. It's unlike any other Strider I've ever handled. If you've ever been afraid of owning one, or you just didn't feel like owning one because you don't want to get the Strider thumb, you have to break it in. This is already extremely smooth. The lock bar is extremely smooth. Here, let's see if you can just hear it engaging. It's so quiet, whereas the S&G kind of thwacks. It definitely, I would say, it probably doesn't have as much strength as an S&G. I don't know if you'd be shipping these over to the troops, but for any of us civilians on the street looking for an EDC that is definitely hard use and won't fail you, I think you could do much worse than the Strider Mini SJ75. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I'll if there's a request for it, I can make a different video, showing you different things if you'd like. Alright guys, as always, be dressed to play and geared to slaughter. Take care.